can start the proceedings along with my friend Dr. Kanal Singh, who is ex-principal medical college officer, and presently he is a professor of pediatrics in Guru Ramdas Medical College, Amritsar. I have the privilege to honor our teachers today evening. I welcome you everybody. It is so great to see all of you again. I didn't realize in 1970 that I would have the honor of speaking to all of you 50 years later. Thanks for this opportunity. We knew you well when life was so much simpler and yet so much fun. We knew you when we all laughed a lot. What a great days those were. How much we all cherish them. How rich our lives have been because of those times and those priceless memories. I'm sure you will be sharing plenty of memories and stories tonight. Some of them might haven't even been true. As Mark Twain said, when I was younger, I could remember anything, whether it happened or not. We are not through yet. Still we have miles to go and work to do for the humanity and the sick. I know that our class will continue to give its best and to be a special one. I am so glad that we have had such a great turnout this weekend, and this was given to us this opportunity to get reacquainted and to share special memories. I am very proud and very thankful to have shared these memorable days with you. I am proud of my class, and I know that you will also feel the same by arranging everything for this great weekend. And secondly, even the tougher thing was getting us all together here today evening. Let's show our appreciation for the job well done. Now I ask Dr. Kanal Singh to please brief you for the proceedings.
Good evening, Sat Shri Akal, Namaskar. For close to 40 years, I have been teaching MBBS classes, MD classes, others. I have cited my poetry on television, radio, and live audiences. But anchoring is absolutely first time. So if there are any fumbles or stumbles or glitches, please excuse my inexperience.
40 years.
Yeah. If you remember, when we first entered the hostel on the first day, or the first prof, the MS students started calling us Dr. Saab. So you have been all called for Dr. Saab for the last about 50 years. But today I would not be calling you Dr. Saab. I will use that honorific title only for our revered teachers. You will be called by your first names. So this is the basic outline of the today's program. We'll be felicitating our teachers. First we'll show a short video clip. Then the memento will be read. Then two of you from amongst the audience, from Augusta class fellows, will present a memento and a short. After that, token of thanks in the form of bouquet and shower will be presented to the principal, Madam Sujata. After that, we'll pay homage to our professors recently departed, and after that we'll have a group photograph with our teachers, and after that that will be the end of the formal meeting, and after that we can have the informal meeting. So now I call upon Harpreet to, first of all, lest I forget, the most important event of the evening, I'll ask Jagdeepak to take the mock roll call of the class. Remember, this roll call is only of the students who have deposited rupees 15,000. Cost a lot. So absentees will be only those who have deposited 15,000 and have not come. So proxies, some people are very expert in proxies here. So we'll see how many proxies are there. Jagdeep, please.
अपना रोल नंबर ही नहीं याद है
मेरे 29 एकता 30 से सुनीता 31 सर बस बेसिक बोल दिया
So finally I want to say in my today's lecture that I have taught you about prostate. So I would like to say when the hair becomes grey and thin, when a white zone of line appears on the cornea, please don't yawn. You. What is yawning, by the way? Yeah. Carry on and lecture. So when the hair becomes grey and thin, when a white zone of line appears on the cornea, when atheromatous patches deposit in the heart, I dare say invariably that the prostate enlarges in size. It is mentioned in the Love and Daily book, page 737, and that book was taught when we were students in Lahore, King Edward Medical College. So I would like to ask one question, Dr. Arun. Please, be attentive. All the persons sitting in the front line are regular absentees. So I make the point that they should. What is the difference between SCOT, SCPT and SCPC? Huh?
Ask him to get out.
What is the difference between SCOT, SCPT and SCPC?
नाम बोल दिया
Sir, Shatnam Singh.
सर सतनाम
But which is the fracture in the body which can never be set? केड़ा fracture है body जड़ा कभी भी नहीं set हो सकता?
अरे पीछे आ जा रही है
हाँ
broken heart
everybody please give her a standing ovation Dr. Mrs. Sanat
We recognize the presence of Dr. Sanan among us.
रोल
yes sir
ठीक है
हाँ जी
रोल नंबर 31
absent sir
ask her to meet me after the class. What is her name? Vanita?
Vinita Malhotra
Yeah.
no not Vinita Puri Puri
Yeah. I know. Any question?
what about
I'm very delighted. Any proxies, please? Proxies the list है ना? Proxy the list है कोई?
बोल सुनता
सारे लोग कहना आगे next line पर. Thank you. They will get 60% marks. Thank you very much. Next time, be serious. We will teach you. Take classes strictly. Thank you.
And guys, our felicitations to our senior teachers and professors who have really modified our thinking, and they have been our mentors to shape our careers. Now this will be a short video of all our senior teachers one by one, followed by citation and then mementos by our classrooms. Now first of all, I call upon Professor Gurdas Singh Ji. Yeah, we can have a video of Dr. Gurdas Singh Ji, please.
I am देखो 93
97.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਵੀ my zero starts from 50%.
ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ
To encourage us to study biochemistry. Sir, ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਬਾਇਓਡਾਟਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹਰਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਖੁਰਾਨਾ ਨਾਲ ਵੀ ਰਹੇ। ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਦੱਸੋ ਸਰ ਕੁਝ।
ਉਹ ਲੜਕਾ ਚੁੱਪ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਸਰ
ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕਲਾਸਮੇਟ ਸੀ?
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕਲਾਸ। ਅੱਛਾ ਜੀ।
ਫਿਰ ਲਾਹੌਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਦਾ ਨੰਬਰ ਸੀਗਾ 88, ਨਿਊ ਹੋਸਟਲ 'ਚ ਮੇਰਾ ਸਨ ਨੰਬਰ 89। ਹੀ ਵਾਸ ਵੈਰੀ ਹਾਰਡ ਵਰਕਿੰਗ ਮੈਨ।
ਅੱਛਾ ਜੀ।
ਤੇ ਆਈ ਐਮ ਵਿਲੇਜਰ, ਹੀ ਵਾਸ ਨਾਟ ਅ ਵਿਲੇਜਰ, ਹੀ ਹੈਡ ਦੈਟ ਐਡਵਾਂਟੇਜ ਕਿ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਜੋ ਕੁਛ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਸੀ, ਉਹਦਾ ਬ੍ਰਦਰ ਐਸਡੀਓ ਸੀਗਾ PWD, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਸੀਗੀ। ਮੇਰੇ ਬਾਰੇ
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਬਾਇਓਕੈਮਿਸਟਰੀ 'ਚ ਆ ਗਏ ਐਂਡ
ਮੇਰੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਧੱਕੇ ਮਾਰੇ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਗਿਆ।
ਉਹ ਕਿਉਂ ਜੀ?
ਸਭ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਥਮੈਟਿਕਸ ਨਾਲ ਕੀਤਾ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪੜ੍ਹਿਆ ਕੀ? ਟਰਾਈ ਟੂ ਅੰਡਰਸਟੈਂਡ।
ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਮੈਥਮੈਟਿਕਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦਾ।
ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਨਹੀਂ ਜੋਇਨ ਨਾਨ ਮੈਡੀਕਲ।
ਸਾਡਾ ਟੀਚਰ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਜੀ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਬਾਇਓਲੋਜੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦਾ।
Correct. I did like engineering, Harvard, so I joined on the school.
ਸਾਡੀ ਕਲਾਸ 'ਚ ਇੱਕ ਬੜਾ ਸ਼ਰਾਰਤੀ ਬੱਚਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਜੀ। ਉਹਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਵਾਲ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਵੀ ਬਲੱਡ ਸ਼ੂਗਰ ਇਨਕਰੀਜ਼ਸ ਔਰ ਡਿਕਰੀਜ਼ਸ, ਐਂਡ he didn't know the answer, so he said, sir, it creases. You said very good, it increases. Sit down. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੀ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹੋਗੇ? ਸਾਡੀ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹੋਗੇ? ਕੀ ਕਰੀਏ?
Be simple.
Be simple.
And I call upon Dr. Kulveer Kaur and Dr. C.P. Sikka to give them the role of honor and this.
Now I call upon Dr.
Abdul Qurana's contemporary during his PhD days. Dr. Prasad Singh, a great teacher and founder of independent biochemistry department in GMC Medical College, Amritsar, established a clinical application of biochemistry in various branches of medicine. He can be cited as the pioneer behind the modern day full-fledged diagnostic centers. May the living legend and the teachings live forever in our hearts. Our batch 1970-74 MBBS salutes our great teacher.
Dear colleagues and friends, thanks for inviting me to this function. I am really grateful to you to see you, your best fulfilling your aims and objects in life. I advise you, do not hurt anybody which may upset his living and peace of mind. Please do something for the society where you have been brought up, as you are in a position to do so now. I wish you a happy, prosperous life. Thank you.
Now we felicitate Dr. Hardas Singh. Please play the video first.
ਅੱਜ 8 ਫਰਵਰੀ ਵਾਲੇ ਦਿਨ ਮੈਂ ਰਕੇਸ਼ ਭਾਰਤੀ ਤੇ ਅਰੁਣ ਵਰਮਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਤਿੰਨੇ ਜਣੇ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਹਰਦਾਸ ਸਿੰਘ ਹਸਪੀਟਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਹਰਦਾਸ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ। ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਹੋਣਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ 1974 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਦੋਂ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਪਟਿਆਲਾ ਤੋਂ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਸਫਰ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਸਰ ਆਏ ਤੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਕਲਾਸ ਸੀ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੋਲਡ ਆਰਥੋਪੈਡਿਕਸ ਪੜ੍ਹਾਈ ਸੀ ਔਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਪੜ੍ਹਾਉਣ ਦਾ ਤਰੀਕਾ ਔਰ ਐਕਸਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਨ ਇੰਨਾ ਸਿੰਪਲ ਔਰ ਇਨਫਲੂਐਂਸ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟਸ ਦੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਡੈਥ ਤੱਕ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸੀ। ਮੈਂ ਚਾਹਾਂਗਾ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਇੰਨਾ ਲੰਬਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੈਰੀਅਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਐਜ਼ ਏ ਟੀਚਰ, ਮੈਡੀਕਲ ਟੀਚਰ, ਉਹਦੇ ਤੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਸਿੱਖ ਸਕੀਏ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਕੁਝ ਪੀਸ ਆਫ ਐਡਵਾਈਸ ਲੈ ਸਕੀਏ। ਸਟਾਰਟਿੰਗ ਵਿਦ ਸਰ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਏਜ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਹੈ?
मैं 88 कंप्लीट कर चुके हैं। आई एम रनिंग 89।
ਸਰ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਡੇਲੀ ਸ਼ਡਿਊਲ ਹੈ
हाँ जी।
ਸਟਾਰਟਿੰਗ ਫਰੋਮ ਡੇ ਵੈਨ ਯੂ ਗੈਟ ਅਪ ਇਨ ਦਾ ਮਾਰਨਿੰਗ ਟਿਲ ਯੂ ਗੋ ਟੂ ਦਾ ਬੈਡ, ਮੋਟਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੇ ਮੁਤਾਬਕ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸ਼ਡਿਊਲ ਦੱਸੋ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਕੁਝ ਸਿੱਖ ਸਕੀਏ।
मेरा शेड्यूल ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਅਜੀਬ ਲੱਗੇਗਾ। ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ ਸੌਂ ਜਾਂਦਾ 9 ਵਜੇ। ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਕਿਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਫੰਕਸ਼ਨ 'ਚ ਮੈਂ ਡਿਲੇ ਹੋ ਜਾ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਲੇਟ ਹੋ ਜਾ। ਮੈਂ ਸਵੇਰ ਆਮ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਉੱਠ ਖੜਦਾ 1 ਔਰ 1:30 ਦੇ ਦਰਮਿਆਨ 'ਚ। ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਾਈ ਲਿਖਾਈ, ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਆਰਟੀਕਲ ਲਿਖਣਾ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਪੜ੍ਹਨਾ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਲੈਕਚਰ ਤਿਆਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ, ਮੈਂ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਕਰਦਾ।
1:30 ਵਜੇ ਉੱਠ ਖੜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ?
ਹਾਂਜੀ।
ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਆਪਣੀ
ਪੜ੍ਹਦਾ ਮੈਂ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ।
ਪੜ੍ਹਨ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਮੈਂ ਨਹਾ ਨੂ ਕੇ ਪਾਠ ਕਰਕੇ ਘੰਟਾ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਸੌਂ ਜਾਂਦਾ।
ਅੱਛਾ ਜੀ।
6 ਵਜੇ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਤਿਆਰ, ਆਈ ਐਮ ਰੈਡੀ। ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ 7 ਵਜੇ ਹਸਪੀਟਲ ਦਾ ਰੌਂਡ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦਾ। ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਬ੍ਰੇਕਫਾਸਟ ਮੈਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਆ ਕੇ ਕਰਦਾ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਆਊਟਡੋਰ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦਾ।
ਸਰ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ 'ਚ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਕੁ ਮਰੀਜ਼ ਦੇਖ ਲੈਂਦੇ?
ਸੈਰ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ?
ਸੈਰ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਬਾਹਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਠੰਡ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇੱਕ ਮੇਰੇ ਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਰਿਸਟ੍ਰਿਕਸ਼ਨ ਵੀ ਲਾਈਆਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। ਮੈਂ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਯੋਗਿਕ ਐਕਸਰਸਾਈਜ਼ ਕਰਦਾ, ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਘਰ ਹੀ ਕਰਦਾ।
ਸਵੇਰੇ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ?
ਹਾਂਜੀ। ਤੇ
ਪਹਿਲੇ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ?
ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮੈਂ 1:30 ਵਜੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੈਰ ਤੇ ਮੈਡੀਕਲ ਕਾਲਜ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ।
ਸਰ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਮਰੀਜ਼ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹੋ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ 'ਚ ਐਵਰੇਜ?
ਐਵਰੇਜ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਵੀ ਡਿਪੈਂਡ ਕਰਦਾ ਪੇਸ਼ੈਂਟ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਕੁ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ। ਹੁਣ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ 64 ਸੀ।
ਵਾਓ। You see 64 patients.
ਅੱਜ ਹੁਣ 45 ਨੇ।
Hats off to you, sir.
Very good number.
Who was your best student
ਦੇਖੋ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਬੜੇ
amongst our batch?
ਡਾਕਟਰ ਮਦਾਨ ਵਾਲੇ ਬੈਚ 'ਚ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਮਦਾਨ ਬਹੁਤ ਅੱਛਾ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟ ਸੀ। ਇੱਕ ਵਿਨੋਦ ਸਕੀਜਾ ਸੀ, ਹੀ ਵਾਸ ਆਲਸੋ ਵੈਰੀ ਗੁੱਡ।
ਅੱਛਾ ਜੀ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਬਹੁਤ ਅੱਛਾ।
ਸਰ ਇਸ ਉਮਰ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਐਕਟਿਵਲੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਔਰ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਬੜੀ ਡਿਸਿਪਲਿਨਡ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ। ਖਾਣਾ ਪੀਣਾ ਬੜਾ ਡਿਸਿਪਲਿਨਡ ਹੈ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖਾਣ ਪੀਣ ਦੇ ਮਾਮਲੇ 'ਚ ਬੜੇ ਸਿਲੈਕਟਿਵ ਹੈਗੇ ਹੋ।
ਮੈਂ ਰਿਜਡ ਹੈ।
ਹਾਂ, ਔਰ ਉਸ ਮਾਮਲੇ 'ਚ ਥੋੜ੍ਹਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਗਾਈਡ ਕਰੋ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੁਣ 7th ਡੈਕੇਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈਗੇ ਹਾਂ।
ਪਹਿਲੀ ਗੱਲ
ਕਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਆਪਣਾ ਲਾਈਫ ਸਟਾਈਲ
ਦੇਖੋ ਜੀ,
ਮੋਡੀਫਾਈ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ?
ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਐਕਟਿਵ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਚੱਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, ਪਹਿਲੀ ਗੱਲ ਤਾਂ ਆਈ ਮਸਟ ਬੀ ਗ੍ਰੇਟਫੁਲ ਟੂ ਗੋਡ।
ਰੱਬ ਦੀ ਮਿਹਰ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ
ਰੱਬ ਦੀ ਮਿਹਰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ।
ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਸਰ।
ਦੂਸਰਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਖਾਣਾ, ਬਹੁਤ ਘੱਟ ਖਾਣੇ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ।
ਵੈਰੀ ਗੁੱਡ
ਸਰ ਦੀ ਐਡਿਕਸ਼ਨਸ ਦੀ ਦਾਰੂ।
ਅੱਛਾ, ਦੂਸਰੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਸ਼ਰਾਬ ਕਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੀਤੀ
ਜੀ।
ਪਰ ਮੈਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇੱਕ ਅੱਧਾ ਪੈਗ ਲਾ ਲੈਂਦਾ ਮਾੜਾ ਮੋਟਾ ਹੀ ਕੈਨ ਇੰਜੋਏ ਬੈਟਰ।
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, very much.
We have so much
Obliged.
time.
You have spared time for us. Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Now I'll take the celebration of Dr. Hardas Singh. Dr. Hardas Singh Sandhu, a passionate and inspiring teacher, orthopedic surgeon par excellence, a great academician. Dr. Hardas Singh Sandhu joined GMC Amritsar in 1974 as head of the department, and our class had the privilege of being the first batch to be taught by him in Amritsar. He has contributed many original articles and techniques in most of the national and international orthopedic journals. Put to my latest knowledge, he was the first to start hip replacement in North India in 1976, in spite of many awards and opposition. He lives a very simple and disciplined life, and even at the age of 89 years, he is still very active in professional and social activities. Cancer Institute is a very big gift by him to the city, as it was mainly his brainchild. May the living legend and his teaching live forever in our hearts. The 1970-74 batch of MBBS students salutes our great teacher. Now I request Madan and Chandra Pravesh to escort Dr. Das Singh to the dais, please. And Kashmir and Tejinder Chuk to present him memento and shout. Kashmir.
inviting me for today's function, and I have enjoyed every moment we have spent together so far. It is a pleasure to see you all together after 50 years. खुदाया तेरे हाथ पाप लासानी देखी जिन्हें मसाल पड़ी दुनिया की हर चीज आमन जानी देखी पर जो आकर ना जाए वो बढ़ापा देखा जो जाकर ना आए वो जवानी देखी. That's my sincere advice, that go on working till the last moment of your life. Work is life and life is work. If you continue to work, you will remain active. You will remain alert. Another point which Dr. Glancyamcol has mentioned, that is do something for the society. We owe a lot of things to the society. We are here and we have reached the place we reached because of the society, and society deserves to be paid back in some form or the other. This is my sincere advice. Go on working till the last moment and do something for the society in addition to your homework. Thank you very much.
Please stand up. Stand up.
to read the felicitation of Dr. Srosanan. First of all, video please.
What is your age?
I'm 90. I will be 91 in August.
91. ने मैंने इसलिए पूछा कि आप कितने एक्टिव हैं अभी भी.
40. Yes. And then I know.
Who are young at 91.
नहीं, उन्होंने 80 में लिखा.
Well said.
It's the way you think.
The way you think.
And the way you take illness. So.
MBBS कब किया आपने?
हाँ जी.
कब MBBS किया आपने?
MBBS लॉन्ग टाइम बैक, वो मेरे बायोडेटा में
Like?
मतलब मैं वही तो मैं सारा कुछ भूल रही थी कि मैंने कब किया. 40s में.
40s में? ओह.
दिल्ली में, मतलब मैंने दिल्ली लेडी हार्डिंग तो वहाँ से.
Why pharmacology?
पार्टीशन के हैं.
Why pharmacology? Why?
Your life, somehow I feel that my life was, the Supreme had adopted me for something. Pharmacology में मुझे interest क्यों हुआ?
Yes, that is the question.
That is something very strange.
Because at that time every lady doctor was a
gynecologist. I was one of the toppers in the this thing. तो मेरे क्यों उसमें हुआ? और मुझे हुआ उसी में. Then I refused all clinical postings.
अच्छा. That's interesting. Yep.
I chose pharmacology because this had to happen. You see, we people don't think seriously. My life was ordained for this. So put me in there as a pharmacologist. पढ़ाया भी मैंने और पढ़ाया भी incomplete. अच्छा. बिल्कुल. मैंने एडमिट किया अपनी किताब में कि मैंने क्या पढ़ाया. Literally, because I taught what was written in the books. So Goodman Gilman was my God at that time. मैंने उसको gratitude अपनी किताब में मेरा एक है, gratitude to God that He made me incapacitated, so that it opened a new sort of chapter in my life, my thoughts. So I'm all for it only.
Great.
I have no other interest. I'm not bothered about money. I'm not bothered about things. वो चल के फिर ठीक है. Then we got married and then I think very soon we left for UK. तो उन्होंने FRCS का किया, मैंने PhD वहाँ पर की. There I met another wonderful person. You know, I tell you, I think the designing had been started by some higher power to bring me on to this.
Very long innings as teacher, as a social figure. What is your advice for not so young doctors like us? Because we are also in 7th decade.
Exactly.
So that's why I'm calling it not so young doctors. So your advice for we people?
Whatever.
For a long time, for a long time. First time I think somebody asked me, what is your philosophy of life or living? I said, live away from yourself.
Live away from yourself. That's very deep meaning.
It has a very deep meaning. Fortunately, I think this is what I say, that the Almighty has put all those thoughts in my way, given me help. Live away from yourself. And then tolerance. There is something like what they call universalize your relationships, your thoughts.
दबंग देख नहीं पाते, इस इलाज से नशा रहित तो हो जाते हैं पर नशा मुक्त नहीं.
Now read the citation for Dr. Srosanan. Madam Srosanan has MBBS, FRCS and PhD Edinburgh under her belt to prove her credentials as a pharmacologist. She as a person, however, is much beyond those, and wrapped in elegance, simplicity, humility and spirituality. At the ripe age of 90, she is still active in the service of humanity. Her forthcoming book on drug addiction is bound to be a milestone in the field of human service. May the living legend and her teaching live forever in our hearts. The 1970-74 batch of MBBS salutes her great teacher, Madam Sarosanan. She is also Bharat Jyoti Award winner. Now I request Naresh Patia and Ketki to escort Dr. Saran to the dais, and I request Raman and Pramod Shridhar to felicitate and honor her with a short and a memento. Pramod Shridhar, Ketki, Naresh Patia, Raman. Madam Sanan's voice belies her physical condition. Her voice is much stronger than her physical condition. Come.
What shall I say? What am I supposed to say? I'm very glad to be able to. It's almost like living. How many years back? 50 years. 50 years. It has always, students have always been very, very close to my heart. As students, all students. If somebody asks me my age at the moment, I am going to be 19 in August. Reverse it. But somehow, for the last few years, I am growing younger. The secret, the reason is I am no longer for my own self. I try and lead a very disciplined life. I can wake up at night thinking about what is my mission in life? What am I supposed to be here for? And it becomes clear during those sleepless hours, and then I keep on thinking, planning what I can do more to better things as I want to. So I think it has been said already or not, I am all for the de-addiction manage that is enveloping our state in a very, very bad way. The situation is not as bad, is not as good as some of you might think. It is pretty bad. Anyway, I am not going to talk much about it. I have written a book on that. It is under publication. It is almost complete. Or it is complete, it is under publication. And I like to share all that with you all, sometimes in different ways. So, what more can I say? I'm all for that. I'm living for that, and I'm working for that, and I'm I'm not going to go away from this world until and unless that mission is complete. Just over from a distance. My daughter has that. I got these sort of what you call not medicine. This is practical guidelines for successful de-addiction regime and prevention of relapses, meant particularly for the medical faculty. I think it is very clear that the way we are approaching this problem, I want to say just 4 lines, is neither enough, neither adequate, nor complete, nor because we do not understand what addiction is. So I have tried to write here what is the life of a drug addict, etc., etc. I will give, this is going to be a contribution. It's not for self-exaltation. It is for, I want to share the knowledge that I have gained while working in the de-addiction center. That's all my aim. So it is nothing more than that. The book will be ready and I'll give it. I've got these, lots of books made on my own, printed on my own and everything. So they'll be, I'm not interested in anything, any return. I'm only interested in return that you awaken to the present situation and do your bit and your whatever you do.
Yes, we promise that.
I think this is a very nice picture. That's not the way I look. But it is also very recent.
Yes, doctor.
We can give her a standing ovation, please.
Thank you, madam, very much for gracing this occasion. Professor S.K. Pai, ex-principal and head of the Department of Pediatrics, Medical College of Research. Here is a small picture for you, sir.
We are honored to honor you. Me and Dr. Verma represent the class of 1970-75.
It was my choice.
Your choice.
Actually, when I was in 4th year, I was posted in Department of Pediatrics. So some orphan child was there. Somebody had left it, the police brought it to the children's ward, and it was beautiful. We used to enjoy it. Playing with them. And that day I realized, when in the 4th year, I think I would like to become a specialist.
So that orphan child motivated you to become a child specialist.
Child specialist. So, and once there, then we did MD Pediatrics. And since Delhi had no MD Pediatrics, I got senior residency in AIMS.
Okay.
Served there for 3 years. Then,
so you started your career from AIMS, straight.
The problem was, they after you finish senior residency in AIMS, the rules are so strict. Even my boss wanted to me get another re-extension for 3 years. Director is nothing doing. Senior residency is a training period. He has to leave it after 3 years. So I got a job in Punjab Medical Education Service.
What year was that, sir?
64.
64.
And at that time, but Rohtak was in Punjab. Since I was a Delhi boy, I tried my best to be posted at Rohtak. And whereas others wanted no Rohtak.
So you were pushed to Amritsar?
No, Amritsar was after division.
Okay.
I wanted only Rohtak because it's too near to my home place, Delhi.
Okay.
So after allocation, I was allocated to Punjab from after division of Haryana, Punjab. So I was the associate professor at Patiala. From there in 71, I got promoted as professor here when Dr. Manchanda left.
Okay, sir.
So in 71, I became professor in Amritsar Medical College.
And ever since you were professor, you retired as a principal, you were retired as a...
Principal.
We have two batchmates who were pediatricians. Dr. Karnail, who went on to become principal.
Okay, that was my house surgeon
and Dr. Sunita. So you have any memories about these guys as a PG student?
Sunita Arora?
Yes.
She a brilliant girl, hard-working, and devoted to pediatrics.
Wow.
I mean, very few people are, I give her 100% marks.
Tell me something about your personal life.
It's arranged marriage.
It's arranged marriage.
She is the graduate, first batch graduate of Patiala Medical College.
Okay. You were also teaching physiology.
She was at that time doing MD Gynae. She's MD Gynae also.
Okay. Sir, any message for our class?
Well, your batch has done very well. You are there, he is there, and many more. Kanal, you have said it. He has retired as principal of the government medical college.
Yes, sir.
So go on, work more hard and hard. Never, doctor never retires. Till mentally something happens, or physically.
Can you see patients
Oh yes,
now?
oh yes. Oh my.
How many you see in a day?
You see, I have done mostly shifted my surgery because.
Okay. I want to say something about sir.
देखो जी, I'll always say positive things about him. So whatever.
No, you can tell negative also.
नहीं, but
Sir will not mind.
But it will be recorded.
Okay, tell us the positive.
I'm just joking.
I can say anything. He's a very well cooperative husband, father, and life partner also.
So thank you so very much.
Dr. S.K. Ketapal, the renowned pediatrician, did his post-graduation from All India Institute of Medical Science, Delhi. His phenomenal teaching career started in the Government Medical College, Rohtak, in the then undivided Punjab. He then chose Government Medical College, Patiala at the time of reorganization of Punjab. Finally, after remaining HOD pediatrics in the Government Medical College, Amritsar for several years, he had the privilege to be the principal of this hallowed institute before retiring. As principal, he was approachable, open-minded, fair, yet willing to make the tough calls when needed. He is a living legend who is remembered by his students as an amazing teacher, guide and mentor, and above all, a very decent human being, lived forever in our hearts. The 1970-74 batch of MBBS salutes our great teacher, Dr. Ketapal. May I call upon our colleagues, Dr. Sunita, Dr. Sharda, Dr. Swankar, and Dr. Kulbir Kaur. And will you please escort Professor Ketapal for the felicitations? In the middle.
Our class is so blessed to have Sunita and Karnal, two of your best disciples, sir. Thank you. Please give him a standing ovation.
I'm highly delighted to be with you all. I would say a few words about pediatrics in India. Highly neglected subject in my days. Whenever we used to talk to a politician for family planning, I always used to say, it will never succeed in India till you make pediatrics as a strong discipline. जो उन्होंने पता होगा मेरा बच्चा बचेगा तो फैमिली प्लानिंग करेंगे, but you know the politicians as it is keep कहना वाले वाले. In '74, I was specially given scholarship by WHO for neonatal training in England. I worked with 3 very good centers. And कोई फायदा नहीं वापस हो गया, सब जाया गई. और neonatal को जगह दे, गवर्नमेंट को हेल्प करे, कुछ नहीं. बड़े हर बार गल करिए. Dr. Kadak Singh, when he became principal, I talked to him and he took me to the minister in Chandigarh. पूरी नर्सरी दी नक्शा नक्शा बना के we went there. Yes, very good, very good, very good, and very good, and very good. And then we were surprised as a head of department. There was a meeting in the secretariat. Secretary Health was there, DHS was there, DRME was there. उठे वो DRME को बाहर ले recognize नहीं करते. Few good incubators had come as a aid to Punjab government. तो DHS के नीचे ने ये मेडिकल का मतलब हो गया सर्विस कर. I tried to convince the secretary that ये incubators है ये जो सारे staff और teachers को वर्क नहीं आता, how will student learn? So please give it to the medical colleges. We will work with these incubators. जिन्हें students तो पढ़ के जाएंगे, they will know how to work. Then you can give incubators to primary health centers. When the teachers don't even know how are the doctors in a bed. But you know, they never came to us. They went into primary health centers. I mean, do apologies when baad pata laga jutiya rakhne ka manda. So I mean, we have worked in pediatrics on those days outdated. Now I am told Canal once took us to the new Baby Nandi hospital. And I was surprised. Here, see, ज़माने काम करते रहे हम कितना develop हो गया है. Still, it needs further development. And again, society should force the government. You are saying only about your department, but I am only saying the first sentence I started. Family planning will never succeed till stronger department of pediatrics exists. हर कोई कहे तो 2 बजे बतेरे मेरे बात जाएंगे. डॉक्टर बचा लेंगे तो बंद करिए वो बट ओवर चलो भगवान की इच्छा की करें. Again, I will say thank you all for having invited me. Thank you.
Dr. Kripalpur, first of all, Louis, please.
So you retired as a principal in which year?
1988.
So how many years of teaching experience?
33.
Yeah.
80 ਐਡਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ ਨਾ
Okay.
ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਚ 14 ਲੜਕੀਆਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ. ਤੇ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਤਾਂ ਐਡਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਹੀ ਔਖੀ ਸੀ ਮੇਰੀ. ਔਖੀ ਮੀਨਸ ਕਿ I belong to business family, you know.
ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੜਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੇ.
ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਕੀ ਪੜਾਉਣਾ ਹੈ. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਮੁਸੀਬਤ. ਪਹਿਲੇ ਤੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਤੇ ਇਹ ਤੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਗ੍ਰੈਂਡ ਮਦਰ ਦਾ ਸੁਪਨਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਵੀ I should be a doctor.
Wow.
Then my father said ਕਿ ਵੀ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਬਣਾ ਦੇਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਦੇਖਣ ਆਣਾ ਕੀ ਹੈ.
ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਸੁਪਨਾ ਕੀ ਸੀ?
ਮੇਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਤੇ. ਫਿਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਨੇ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਸੋਚਣਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਤਾ. then she started saying no ਉਹਨੇ ਕਿ then ਉਹ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਘਰ ਆਣਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਇਹਦਾ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਦਿਮਾਗ 'ਚ ਆ ਗਿਆ. ਫਿਰ ਮੇਰੇ ਫਾਦਰ ਦੇ ਵੀ ਸੀ and she died when I was in matric. So मैट्रिक तो बाद फिर
She couldn't see you as a doctor.
No, she couldn't. But ਮੇਰੇ ਫਾਦਰ ਦੇ ਦਿਮਾਗ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ ਹੀ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ। ਮੈਂ ਮੈਟ੍ਰਿਕ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਕੀਤੀ ਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਕਾਲਜ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਤਰਨ ਤੇ ਸਕੂਲ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਕਾਲਜ ਤੇ ਕੀ ਹੋਣਾ। ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਸਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਕਾਲਜ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਸਾਇੰਸ ਪੜ੍ਹਾਉਂਦੇ। ਫਿਰ ਮੇਰੇ ਫਾਦਰ ਨੇ ਜਲੰਧਰ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਆਏ ਕੰਨਿਆ ਮਹਾਵਿਦਿਆਲਾ ਗਏ ਤੇ ਮਾਈ ਫਾਦਰ ਨੈਚੁਰਲੀ ਹੀ ਵਾਸ ਨਾਟ ਵੈਰੀ ਵੈਲ ਐਜੂਕੇਟਡ ਮਿਡੀ ਮਤਲਬ 8 ਪਾਸ ਸੀਗੇ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸਮੈਨ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸਮੈਨ ਦੈਟ ਟਾਈਮ ਪਰ ਪਤਾ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਵੀ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਤੇ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਤਾਂ ਕੁਛ ਆਈਡੀਆ ਨਹੀਂ। ਉਹ ਪ੍ਰਿੰਸੀਪਲ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਕੁੜੀ ਨੂੰ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ ਜੀ। ਉਹਨੂੰ ਬੜਾ ਵੱਡੀ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਖਬਰੇ ਕੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਾ ਉੱਥੇ। ਮੇਰੇ ਫਾਦਰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਚੁੱਪ ਕਰ ਜਾ ਬਸ ਮੈਂ ਕਰਦਾ ਕੁਛ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਕਿਤਾਬ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਐਡਮਿਟ ਕਰਵਾ ਗਏ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਜਲੰਧਰ ਛੱਡ ਆਇਆ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਊਸ ਜੋਬ ਤੇ ਐਂਡ ਹੀ ਵੋਂਟ ਟਰਸਟ ਐਨੀਬਾਡੀ ਵਿਲ ਆਸਕ ਮੀ ਇਹ ਕਰਨਾ ਜੀ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲ ਵਾਰਡ ਤੇ ਸੈਪਰੇਟ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਜੋ ਹਾਊਸ ਜੋਬ ਵਾਲੇ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਵੀ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਦੇਖੇਗੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਦੇਖੇਗੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਜਾਣਾ ਵੀ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਤੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਕਿਤੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਜਾਣਾ ਤੇ and in the end what certificate he gave me the most successful houses.
Wow.
So ਇੱਥੇ ਫਿਰ
as a teacher ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਾਈਫ 'ਚ ਕੋਈ ਚੈਲੰਜਸ ਆਏ?
ਟੀਚਰਸ ਬੜੇ ਆਏ ਚੈਲੰਜਸ ਆਏ। ਪਹਿਲੇ ਤੇ ਮੈਡੀਕਲ ਕਾਲਜ ਇੱਥੇ ਪੜ੍ਹਨਾ ਹੀ ਔਖਾ ਸੀਗਾ। ਲੱਕਲੀ ਮੈਂ ਜਦ PCMS ਜੁਆਇਨ ਕੀਤੀ ਫਿਰ 57 ਚ 53 ਚ ਪਾਸ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਮਤਲਬ ਹਾਊਸ ਜੌਬ ਕੀਤੀ। ਪਹਿਲੇ ਹਾਊਸ ਜੌਬ ਵਿੱਚ ਐਜ਼ ਏ ਫੀਮੇਲ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਡਿਸਐਡਵਾਂਟੇਜ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਵਿਗ ਸੀਗੇ ਤੇ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਗੁਰਬਖਸ਼ ਸਿੰਘ ਸੀਗੇ ਤੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਮੈਰਿਟ ਬੰਦਾ ਸੀ। ਮੈਂ 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਗਾਇਨੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਸੰਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਈ ਕੁਝ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗੇ
ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਅੱਛਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗਾ ਗਾਇਨੀ?
ਅੱਛੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗੀ
ਤੇ ਹਾਂ ਯੂ ਬਿਕੇਮ ਅ ਗਾਇਨੋਕੋਲੋਜਿਸਟ।
ਦੇਖੋ ਨਾ ਲੱਕ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਆ ਗਈ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਮੈਂ ਮੈਡੀਸਨ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਦੈਨ ਆਈ ਸਟਾਰਟਡ ਥੀਸਿਸ ਵਿਦ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਬਲੋਤਰਾ ਉਹਨੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਸਬਜੈਕਟ ਪ੍ਰੈਗਨੈਂਸੀ ਇਨ ਹਾਰਟ ਡਿਸੀਜ਼। ਨਹੀਂ ਕਾਲਡ ਮੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਕੀ ਸਿਰ ਖਪਾਈ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਰੀ ਤੂੰ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਕੰਪੀਟੀਸ਼ਨ ਤੇ ਤੂੰ ਗਾਇਨੀ ਚ ਕਰ ਉੱਥੇ ਕੋਈ ਹੈ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੋਈ MD ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਉੱਥੇ।
ਓਕੇ
ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸੰਤਰਮ ਟਾਲ ਵੁੱਡ ਨਾਟ ਗਿਵ ਐਨੀਬਡੀ ਵੁੱਡ ਟੇਕ ਐਨੀਬਡੀ ਔਰ ਵੁੱਡ ਗਿਵ ਐਨੀ। ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਜੀ ਉਹ ਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ।
ਅੱਛਾ ਹੀ ਵਿਲ ਨਾਟ ਪਾਸ
ਐਨੀਬਡੀ। ਨੋ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਅਗਰਵਾਲ ਸੀਗਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ 5 ਵਾਰੀ ਫੇਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਿ 4 ਵਾਰੀ।
ਓ ਮਾਈ ਗॉड ਡਾਕਟਰ ਢਾਲ ਨੇ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਪਾਸ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ?
ਹਾਂ not a single candidate that was the first batch
ਇਨਵਾਈਟ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਜੋ ਟੀਚਰਸ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ। ਠੀਕ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਟੀਚਰ ਨੂੰ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਢਾਲ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਉਂ ਪਾਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਕਰਦੇ? ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ?
ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਕਰਦੇ।
ਸੌਰੀ
ਸਭ ਨੂੰ ਪਾਸ
ਫॉर ਆਸਕਿੰਗ ਅ ਬਲੰਟ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ।
ਹੀ not let you touch patient ਉਹਨੇ ਆਣਾ ਸਿਜ਼ੇਰੀਅਨ ਕਰਨਾ skin to skin ਕਰਕੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ।
But I hear from your students you taught them so well.
ਮੈਂ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਤੇ ਅਜੇ ਵੀ ਯਾਦ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਮੈਡਮ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਗਲਤੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਤੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਆਦਤ ਸੀ ਕੋਈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਇਨਸਟਰੂਮੈਂਟ ਹੱਥ ਲਾ what are you trying to do? What are you doing?
Okay.
This way. ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਮੈਡਮ ਉਹ ਸਟੈਪ ਨਹੀਂ ਭੁੱਲਦਾ। ਬਾਕੀ
People used to love your fragrance. What was your favorite perfume, ma'am?
That's what I was going to ask.
ऐसे तो कुछ याद नहीं मैनू but I was fond of this.
आजकल
क्यों नाम ही नहीं याद है स्नेल नंबर 5.
So you were the first lady principal of Government Medical College.
Government College of the same मतलब.
And you studied from here. Wow.
Same college.
Very nice.
Madam, we must compliment you that you look as young or as old as your students. I'll read the citation for Dr. Kripal Kaur. Known for her poise and elegance, her persona's fragrance was omnipresent. She was a teacher with a style of clarity, a gynecologist par excellence. Dr. Kripal Kaur went on to become Director Research and Medical Education Punjab. Many of her students went on to become professors in various institutions of the country. Madam always walks fast and is conscientious regarding her dress sense and color selection, a quality which is a definite inspiration for this modern era female gynecologists. May the living legend and her teachings live forever in our hearts. The 1970-74 batch of MBA students salutes our great teacher. Now request Paramjeet, if she is here, Vinay Balla, Nijar and Rishi to come on the stage. Nijar and Venerable Dr. Scott, madam, and Rishi and Paramjit to present the shawl and bouquet. Paramjit is not here, she is a student.
Sarita Kanga?
Dr. Sarita, Dada. Is she here?
Yeah, she's here.
Please, Sarita.
I must thank Dr. Pritesh Bharti, Dr. Madan and Dr. Arun Verma. They came to my place and requested me to come to this place. And then I'm happy that I'm attending this your Golden Jubilee and I've met everybody. Your old memories are revived. I'm really impressed about the respect and the kind words and affection shown to me. And this has touched really the core of my heart. I really cannot express in words what I feel about it. I'm seeing all my students sitting here, the seed buds of yesterday grown into huge trees, giving relief to thousands of people. And I wish you continue to do the same. And this meet is not the last. It is said already, somebody said that hope, sport and friendship, they'll never be lost. So I really wish you all very healthy, happy, long life, and you have such needs again in many years to come. Thank you very much once again.
A standing ovation, please.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kripalkar ji. Our great respect and regards to you. Professor Girkala, Gudev Singh ji Girkala, ex-head of the Department of Gastroenterology Surgery at our times. A short picture, an interview by him.
So, मैं MS with special subject orthopedics.
MS और कदों खत्म हुई सर?
MS में की है 1963.
Who was your mentor or who was your teacher?
Teacher was Dr. Santokh Singanand.
Oh my God! Very good, very good. Why did you choose gastroenterology as a specialty? Why did you choose? No, we honor it. I think you taken an unbeaten path at that time when nobody could dare to have a super specialty or a super specialization as a go alone. I salute you, honestly, sir. I salute you.
Course will learn to general surgery. That was mainly gastroenterology.
Gastroenterology. Abdominal, this is thoracic थोड़ी सी होती है. बिल्कुल.
जो head injury होगी तो
वो भी ये बिची है. जनरल सर्जरी का.
जनरल सर्जरी तक करते.
जी सर.
तो इस करके जो choose करना से main specialty तो मैं हो gastroenterology.
You were forced to choose it or you choose yourself?
You can say Dr. ਇੱਥੇ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਲੜਦੇ ਸੀ।
ਜੀ 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 ਸਰ।
ਉਹਦਾ ਦਾ ਬੇਟਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਯਸ਼।
ਯਸ਼ ਜੀ ਜੀ।
ਉਹਨੂੰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਸੀ ਯੂਰੋਲੋਜੀ।
ਅੱਛਾ ਜੀ।
ਤੇ ਬਾਕੀ ਫਿਰ ਕੀ ਰਹਿ ਗਿਆ, ਯੂਰੋਲੋਜੀ ਨਿਕਲ ਜਾਏ ਤਾਂ ਜਨਰਲ ਸਰਜਨ, ਫਿਰ ਗੈਸਟ੍ਰੋਟੋਲੋਜੀ ਰਹਿ ਜਾਂਦੀ। ਸੋ he gave to him urology, like a gastrologist.
Very good, very good.
And I was lucky to work with him in private sector for about 15 years. Oh, I found him extremely dutiful and a very competent surgeon, very honest in his approach. Oh, I learned a lot of qualities from him as a professional, as a teacher, as a colleague. This was my good luck to work with him. What I know about him, he is very active socially also. So very active in other organizations like Rotary Club Amritsar. Very active. Still he is today also is to hold a meeting of senior citizens of Amritsar. So I wish him all the best and best of health, sir, in the coming years. Any message to our generation, sir?
I want to say that where the government stopped practice,
right, sir,
to jazz was to either stay in government staff or even go outside.
Dr. Madan, Dr. Rakesh Bharti,
Dr. Gurdev Singh Girgala ji, the founder of gastroenterology surgery in 1973, treaded an unbeaten path, single-handedly and nourished our newborn specialty to grow. It was only his efforts with which our college became the proud owner of fiber optic GI endoscopes in 1970s, when only a few selected institutions in the country could boast of such an advanced facility. In 1958, graduate did his master's in surgery in 1963 from our own Government Medical College, Amritsar. A very polite, humble, caring, sympathetic human being and an accomplished surgeon, Dr. Girgala always kept his cool during challenging situations both in and outside the operation theatre. Our batch salutes you, sir, as a great teacher. Thank you. May I call upon Dr. Mehru, Dr. Vinay Roda, Dr. Kesh Malhotra, Dr. Gagan Goyal, Dr. Harindra Singh, and SS Cole to please come and facilitate.
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬੜੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਹੈ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਟੀਚਰ ਸਮਝ ਕੇ ਬੁਲਾਇਆ। ਮੈਂ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦੀ ਹਾਂ। During the teaching period, मेरी कोशिश यही रही है कि जो सीखा वो थोड़ी देर पाया, जो ਹੁਣ तक पढ़ाया गया मैं पढ़िया वो थोड़ी पास करते आज मैं समझ के कि तुम यूटिलाइज करो इन द पब्लिक सोसाइटी ऑफ द पब्लिक। तुम इतने ये जान के बड़ी खुशी होगी कि मेरे टाइम वेले उस वेले लोग कोशिश करते सन कि जो पढ़िया जो कब उन्हें अपने को रखो ताजे लोग उन्होंने एक्सप्लॉइट कर सका। सो इस चीज़ को चेंज करते हुए मैं ये सब कुछ जो सीखा थी वो थोड़े पास आने की कोशिश की थी। और मैंने ये बड़ी खुशी होती है कहते कि जिस वेले सारी दुनिया बाहर अपने घर बंद करके अपने दफ्तर बंद करके अपने घर बैठे हुए हैं ताकि कोरोना वायरस उन्होंने ना अफेक्ट करे, लेकिन तुसी इतने ग्रेट हो कि आप इतने इकट्ठे हुए हो, सारिया दुकाना दफ्तर बंद ने, कॉलेज बंद ने, सिनेमे बंद ने, लेकिन थोड़े अस्पताल खुले। तुसी अपने आप को इतना एक्सपोज करते हो कि सारी दुनिया में जो कोरोना वायरस फैलिया हुआ उन्हें कंट्रोल किया जाए तो जल्दी तो जल्दी ह्यूमैनिटी को कहते को बचाया जाए। लेकिन बाकी लोगों की परवाह न करते हुए अभी तुसी उत्थे अस्पतालों में बैठे सेवा करी जा रहे हो। तो इस करके मैं तुहानू फिर कोई बधाई देता कि तुसी अपनी मैडिकल प्रोफैशन है ਉਹਦੀ ਉਚਾਈ ਨੂੰ ਕਾਬਲ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ और ਉਹਦੀ ਜੋ ਟ੍ਰੈਡੀਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪੂਰੀ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ। ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ।
Three of our teachers couldn't come, so we'll just read their citations and set their mementos and shorts respectfully at their homes. So first of all, Dr. J.R. Bhatia, the great grandfather of specialty of tuberculosis and chest diseases. Dr. J.R. Bhatia is compassion, mannerism and passionate teacher personified. Born into an affluent family of businessmen and politicians, Dr. J.R. Bhatia went on to become a world-renowned chest and TB specialist. He did his LMSF from Glancyamcol College Amritsar in 1945 and MBBS from then Calcutta in 1948. Later he did his TDD MRCP from Edinburgh and bestowed with FRCP. The man with an aura is a founder of National Academy of Medical Sciences in respiratory medicine. Many of his students are what they are because of his encouragements and teaching. May the living legend and his teachings live forever in our hearts. The 1970-74 batch of MBBS students salutes our great teacher. Please praise for Dr. J.R. Bhatia and Dr. Satya Kapila. The foundation of all of the achievements of our batchmates were laid way back in 1970, and one of the forces behind it was the most energetic, lovable and graceful lady, Dr. Satya Kapila, who went on to become the head of anatomy departments of GMC and SGRD medical colleges. May the living legend and her teachings live forever in our hearts. The 1970-74 batch of MBBS students salutes our great teacher.
Next is our worthy Professor Dr. V.P. Glancyamcol, a pioneer, a renowned radiologist, and a teacher having the qualities of inspiring his students to learn. Journey of subject radio diagnosis, from black and white images to artificial intelligence, is the journey of his legend known as Dr. Ved Prakash Lakhanpal. His words of wisdom will keep echoing in my ears. He often said, one should know all clinical subjects so as to master radio diagnosis. Dr. Lakhanpal, past president of IRRA and ICRI, has instituted a gold medal in his name for young achievers. May the living legend and his teaching live forever in our hearts. Salutes our batch 1970-74.
And the last of felicitation is for the current principal of Government Medical College, Dr. Sujata Sharma, and I had the privilege and pleasure of working with her and under her. And she has also been the Director of Research and Medical Education, a very dynamic lady, and we invite her. And Dr. Sundar to present a bouquet and a shout to her.
My namaste to everyone here. I'm so happy, and this is to be part of this function where all these respected teachers have been my teachers as well. My batch was 1976 to 80, and today what I am, or what we all are, or even my batchmates, our destiny has been groomed, our personality has been groomed, and what we are today, the place where we have reached today, it's all because we have been groomed by such great teachers. The determined, strict Madam Sanan. Yes, ma'am was very strict. Ma'am is still, her voice still is so, what should I say? Authoritative, yes, authoritative. Ma'am, when it comes to the college, even today, she would want to walk on her own. She would let anybody help her because she is getting younger day by day, as stated by ma'am. And I salute your spirit, ma'am. I salute your spirit. And then your endeavor into this de-addiction. I'm sure what guidelines you are laying down are going to go a big way in eradicating this menace from the state of Punjab, and our Department of Psychiatry, the students and the faculty would be enlightened by your thoughts. The strict and disciplined, again, Dr. Harkas Singh. I still remember when we used to attend your classes, sir, the boys used to be so scared. I've seen also, when somebody would answer wrongly, you would get hold of their tummy, twist it. They would just, but that was something which made our lives disciplined and taught us the subject in the most perfect way. And my most beloved teacher, my most elegant, graceful, colorful, my madam, Dr. Kirpalkar. My career has been groomed by my ma'am, and I'm in gynae circle. She is a legend. Everyone till today looks forward to her towering presence, looks forward to gain knowledge from her, and again as a gynecologist I've been groomed by her. The excellent surgeon, Dr. Girgila, such a gentleman person, such a gentleman doctor. I think, even I'm a very aggressive person, I'm not a gentle person, but this is some quality which is very essential for a good surgeon. and love and affection of Dr. Gurdas Singh. As Dr. Bharti has already pointed out, and remember the sentence, my zero starts from 50%, and that would encourage us like anything. Dr. Shergill, my senior professor, head surgery department and past principal of Medical College Amritsar, and again love and affection of Dr. Khetarpal. We are almost neighbors and we keep on meeting each other, and Dr. Khetarpal, Dr. Lakhanpal, Dr. Hardas Singh, they are also part of the local advisory committee and they still are guiding us, and we always look forward to them whenever there are meetings of the local advisory committee. With the meeting कोई बात होती है तो हम इनके पीछे छुप जाते हैं and they protect us till today. And seeing your batch celebrating the Golden Jubilee, I think I'm inspired. I want my batch also to celebrate their Golden Jubilee also. And my colleague, my senior principal, Dr. Karnal Singh, such a gentle person, एक कवि भी हैं. He has so many qualities which again have inspired the students over the year. Dr. Jagdeepak Singh, Dr. Renu, the wit of Dr. Jagdeepak you've already seen, and you must have seen it for a long time being his class fellow. I'm indeed blessed to be with all of you here, and as principal of Government Medical College, I'm so proud of you, all of you, and it is a pleasant coincidence that your Golden Jubilee coincides with the Diamond Jubilee of the college. It's the centenary year of the college, and we actually plan to celebrate it in a big way, but now just as your program was changed at the last moment, the celebrations are also being postponed for some time, but I am sure when we have that function in October, the final function, all of you would be part of that function, because this is going to be a great function, and any celebration, centenary celebration of the college cannot be complete without the participation of the alumni of the college. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. I hold my head before my teachers. Thanks.
This is most important, I think. Am I to stay with us? Everybody please get together for the photograph.